Electrolux is a very international brand and has been so since the 1920s. And we're not selling the Swedish concept in any way. I think we have a heritage that is very positive. It has to do with Scandinavian design. It has to do with environmental concern, sustainability, and that's our roots. But then we adapt to the local conditions, because consumers, although they are getting more and more international, they are still regional in many aspects.
Well, one of the things that we've really tried to do is to develop a brand culture within the company, get people to understand how important brands are for us, not just from sort of a marketing perspective, but from a business perspective, that for us to be profitable and make more money and prosper in the future, one of the things that is important for us is, of course, to have a strong brand, because that's what consumers will pay for. They value the brand because it gives them trust in the product, it gives them trust in the innovation, it gives them something to cherish and hold on to. But in order to foster that culture, one of the programs we've had over almost a decade now is an internal annual brand award, where we want all the operative units within the company to submit their good case stories of what they've done, whether that's advertising, whether it's promotion, whether it's working with retailers, big or small projects. But we want to encourage all the good work that is done within the company to be shared and seen and recognized.
We use this slogan, thinking of you. And the essence of the Electrolux brand is about developing solutions for consumers to problems that they do know they have, but they don't overtly know they have in many cases, and bringing those products to market in a design framework that is attractive, so they really want to put those products in their kitchen as well. It answers my problems, and also it looks beautiful in the kitchen. And from that, we start to develop the brand further and further. Most of the home appliance markets are saturated, and therefore consumers are looking for more sophisticated appliances. They're looking for better designed appliances, things that add some value to their home. They're no longer simply saying, okay, I'll have a dishwasher because I've never had one before. And so in that respect, it's important that we understand what their needs are. Does a product that we are offering give some unique feature that the feeling can be sort of, wow, how did Electrolux know I needed that, because it really does solve my problem.
If you go back 2 or 3 decades, people used the kitchen to prepare the food and to store the food, but that was your private area, whereas today sort of the walls between the kitchen, the living room and the dining room have basically vanished, and it's much more sort of an open space home. So the kitchen itself has become not just sort of a practical place, but much more an emotional space. It's where you socialize, it's where you greet your friends, it's where you then also show sort of the type of personality you are, what type of values do you have, what inspires you, what do you think is beautiful and so on. Which means that the kitchen appliances today, it isn't just sort of the functional capacity of storing food or preparing the meal. It's also the aesthetics and the emotional connection. What does it say about me as a person?
Having the tagline, thinking of you, is actually carrying a great responsibility. Because obviously if I'm setting the agenda and I'm saying to you, I'm thinking of you, I need to walk the talk. And that way we are literally putting ourselves in a situation that we need to live up to that single line, which is crucial and very important. Otherwise it's just becoming a tagline. And I think that the whole notion about the CIP process is reflected in that line. Literally, when we're having these conversations, we're having the field studies and we're having our consumer research, talking to the consumers, it's all about us trying to find things that could make things a little bit more easier for that individual. I'm not even calling it a tagline, I'm calling it the personality of the brand that has been very smartly reflected in thinking of you.